Hello everyone, welcome to Shravanya's Commerce and Management Academy. In this video, I'm going to give you important questions from theory and practice of GST. The questions I'm explaining you are the gunshot questions which have been asked by various universities in the semester exams from last 3 to 4 years. And also I will discuss with you previous year question paper pattern as well. According to OU syllabus, I prepared these important questions unit wise. Almost all the universities have same syllabus, but the units may vary. I mean to say first unit may be fifth unit may be third unit, and so. But the syllabus is almost the same in all the universities. This question paper I prepared for my students. That's why you can see beside important questions, internal portion and practical questions also there. You just ignore internal portion and practical questions. Now I will explain all the long questions one by one, that too unit wise. So coming to first unit, define GST, explain its origin and important concepts. Second question, state the various taxes subsumed under GST. Explain the concepts of registration under GST. Third question is explain the process, cancellation and renovation of registration. Fourth question is explain the transition to GST. Fifth question is write in detail about invoicing in GST. These are the 5 long important questions from Unit 1. Now coming to second unit, first important question is briefly discuss about getting started with GST. Discuss the various steps involved in enabling GST and defining tax details. Second question is what is intrastate supply of goods? Explain intrastate inward and outward supply of goods with examples. Third question is what is return of goods? How to activate debit and credit note? What do you mean by purchase and sales returns? Fourth question is how are tax rates defined at a master and transactional level? Explain in detail about defining GST at stock group level. Fifth question is what is interstate supply of goods? Explain interstate inward and outward supply of goods with example. So these are the important questions from Unit 2. Now coming to third unit, the first important question is write about mixed and composite supply under GST. Second question is write about the timeline limit and modes of payment of GST. Third question is discuss in detail about the accounting of GST transactions. Fourth question is define unregistered dealer. Explain briefly recording of purchase made from unregistered dealer with example. Fifth question is discuss the applicability of GST for advance receipts and payments. Explain accounting of advance receipts and sales invoice in the same month. Now coming to fourth unit important questions. The first question is what do you mean by services? Explain briefly about the determination of supply of services and place of supply of services. Second question is write the steps involved in transferring input tax credit to GST. Explain it with suitable example. Third question is what is intrastate supply of services? Explain about intrastate inward and outward supply of services with examples. Fourth question is what is interstate supply of services? Explain about interstate inward and outward supply of services with example. Now coming to the fifth question, write in detail about cancellation of services. So these all are the questions which are important from fourth unit. Fifth unit important questions are, first one is how do you account for multiple services in a single supply and portal payment to suppliers. Second question is write about advance receipts from customers and cancellation of advance receipts. Third question is write a note on outward and recording of outward supply of services with additional expenses. Give example. Fourth question is what do you mean by time of supply of services? Give example. Fifth question is write about reverse charge on services under GST. So these are the important questions which come for long. Now I am going to give you important questions for short. Short questions from Unit 1. First question is explain GSTR 9 in detail. Second question is explain the following debit and credit note. Third one is explain the payment modes of tax under GST. Fourth question is write about place, time and value of supply. Fifth question is what is input tax credit mechanism. These are the important short questions from Unit 1. Now coming to Unit 2. First question is transferring input tax credit to GST. Second question is what do you mean by intra-state supply of goods? Third question is write about return of goods. Fourth question is write a short note on hierarchy of applying tax details. Fifth question is what is GST reports? These are the important short questions from Unit 2. Now coming to Unit 3. First question is what are the exports? Explain with an example. Second question, what are imports? Explain with an example. Third question, what do you understand by cess sales? What are its types? Fourth question is write about LUT bond. Next, fifth question is define composition dealer with example. These are some of the important questions from Unit 3. Now coming to Unit 4 important short questions. First one is explain how tax rates are defined at master and transactional level. Second question is write about cancellation of services. Third question is how tax rates are defined. Fourth question is determination of place of supply of services. Fifth question is define services. These are some of the important questions from Unit 4. Now coming to Unit 5 important questions from short. First question is what do you mean by recording of advanced entries? Second question is supply of services business to customer. Third question is exempt supply of services under GST. Fourth question is generating GSTR 1 and GSTR 2 in Tally ERP 9. Fifth question is write about the supply of services to unregistered dealer. Sixth question is input tax credit set off. These are some of the short questions which are very important from theory and practice of GST. Now I am going to explain you previous year question paper as well. This is the previous year question paper of May-June 2019 theory and practice of GST. What they asked in short means first question registered business, second defining GST rates at stock group level, third says sales, fourth master and transaction levels, fifth GST duty registers, sixth ERP, seventh GST portal, eighth one is supplementary invoice. These are some of the questions which have been asked in short. Now coming to long questions from Unit 1, write the province relating to cancellation and renovation of registration under GST. Give an account of introduction of GST in India and explain why it is called as single tax structure. From second unit, what do you mean by interstate supply of goods? Discuss about inward and outward supply. How do you enable GST in ERP? From third unit, write about mixed and composite supply under GST. Write about time limit and modes of payment of GST. From fourth unit, write about intra-state supply of services, what is input tax credit, how it is availed and transferred to GST. From fifth unit, how do you account for multiple services in a single supply and partial payment to suppliers. Write about advance receipts from customers and cancellation of advance receipts. How do you determine GST for the above situations? These are the long questions which have been asked in June 2019 question paper. Now coming to the next question paper. This is the question paper of September-October 2020. Now coming to the short questions. What is GSTIN? Second question, what is inward supply? Third, write a short note on composite supply. Fourth, what is place of supply? Fifth, explain about supply of services. Sixth, write about debit note. Seventh, what is bill of supply? Eighth one is what are exports and imports. Now coming to the long, they have been asked define GST, explain its origin and important concepts. Second, explain the concepts of cancellation and renovation of GST registration. Next question, explain about getting started with GST. Explain the various steps involved in enabling GST. From 2020, I observed one thing in GST question paper, that is they started to ask problems also from GST ma. This is a problem which they have been asked in previous year question paper 2020. Now coming to the next question, what are the records and accounts to be maintained by a person registered under GST Act? Next question, explain mixed supply and composite supply under GST Act. Next, what do you mean by services? Explain briefly about the determination of supply of services and place of supply of services. Next question, explain the procedure for cancellation of inward and outward supply of services. Next question, what do you mean by deemed supply of services? Explain with suitable examples. Next question, explain the concept of advance receipts from customers under GST. This is the question paper of September-October 2020. Hope these important questions may helpful to you to crack your semester exams. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel Shravanya's Commerce and Management Academy. You can also follow me on Instagram for more updates. Thank you. Bye bye.